In the quiet suburbs of Columbus, where identical houses lined the streets and sprinklers clicked rhythmically every evening, lived a 28-year-old man named Ryan Mitchell. From the outside, Ryan's life looked stable, almost enviable. He had a steady job as a project coordinator at a mid-sized logistics company, a reliable car, a decent apartment, and a small circle of friends he met every Friday night. Everything about Ryan's life was safe. And that was the problem. Ryan had grown up believing safety was success. His father worked 30 years in the same warehouse. His mother often said, "Stability is the real dream." So Ryan followed the blueprint. He went to college, earned a business degree, avoided risks, and accepted the first corporate offer that came his way. No sudden moves. No dangerous leaps. No uncomfortable risks. Just comfort. But comfort has a strange way of turning into a cage. The silent restlessness. Every morning, Ryan drove the same highway, passed the same billboards, and parked in the same numbered spot. He sat at the same gray desk, under the same fluorescent lights, responding to emails that felt like echoes of yesterday. At first, he told himself this was adulthood. But then came the restlessness. It started small, a tightness in his chest on Sunday evenings. A quiet voice asking, "Is this it?" He would silence it with distractions, Netflix, scrolling, weekend outings, but the question kept returning. Ryan had always loved designing things. Back in college, he would sketch website layouts for fun. He had once dreamed of launching his own digital branding studio. But dreams, he believed, were risky. And risk was dangerous. So he buried that part of himself. Until the comfort zone cracked. The layoff. It happened on a Tuesday morning in October. The company had been struggling, but no one expected sudden cuts. Ryan was called into a conference room with two managers and a neatly folded envelope. "We're restructuring," they said. "It's not performance-related." Those words meant nothing. By noon, Ryan was carrying a cardboard box to his car. The job that defined his stability was gone. For the first time in his life, Ryan felt the ground shift beneath him. His comfort zone, the carefully constructed wall of predictability, had shattered. He sat in his car for nearly an hour, staring at the steering wheel. Fear whispered loudly, "You're not special. You should have played it safer." What now? But beneath the fear, something else stirred. Possibility. The crossroads. The first week after the layoff felt heavy. Ryan updated his resume. He applied to dozens of similar positions. He tried to restore the old blueprint. But every time he clicked "Submit," his chest tightened. Was he just rebuilding the same cage? One night, while cleaning his apartment, Ryan found an old notebook from college. Inside were rough sketches of website ideas, logo concepts, and handwritten plans titled, "Mitchell Creative Studio." He laughed softly. The dream had once felt real. He stared at those pages for a long time. The comfort zone had cracked. Now he had a choice: patch it back together. Or step through the opening. The first risk. Instead of applying to more corporate roles, Ryan did something that scared him. He posted online offering freelance web design services. His hands trembled as he hit publish. It felt reckless. Irresponsible. But it also felt alive. The first week brought silence. No clients. No inquiries. Just doubt creeping back in. His savings were limited. Bills were real. Friends advised him to be practical. Ryan almost gave up. But he remembered something he once read: growth lives on the edge of discomfort. So he improved his portfolio. Took free online courses. Reached out directly to small local businesses in Columbus. Most ignored him. One replied. The first yes. It was a small coffee shop downtown. They needed a simple website refresh. The budget was modest, barely enough to matter, but to Ryan, it felt monumental. It was proof. Proof that the cracked comfort zone wasn't the end. It was the beginning. Ryan worked tirelessly on that project. Late nights. Early mornings. He treated it like $1 million contract. When the owner saw the final design, she smiled. "This is exactly what we needed." She referred him to another business. Then another. Small wins began stacking up. Not fast. Not easy. But steady. The fear returns. 3 months in, Ryan's savings were nearly gone. Freelancing income fluctuated wildly. Some weeks were promising, others were dry. There were nights he lay awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if he had made a mistake. Comfort called to him. "You could still go back," it whispered. "Apply. Interview. Secure." But something inside Ryan had changed. The layoff had exposed a truth: security built on fear isn't real security. Real stability comes from skill, courage, and adaptability. He decided to go all in. Betting on himself. Ryan invested what little savings he had left into building a professional website for Mitchell Creative Studio. He studied branding strategy, marketing funnels, and client acquisition. He attended networking events, even though he hated public speaking. The first time he introduced himself as a founder, his voice shook. But he kept saying it. Eventually, he believed it. Slowly, his reputation grew within local entrepreneur circles. His designs stood out, not because they were flashy, but because they told stories. Ryan understood small business owners because he had become one. Every uncomfortable conversation, every rejection email, every uncertain month, it was reshaping him. The comfort zone hadn't just cracked. It had collapsed. And in its place, resilience was forming. The breakthrough. A year after losing his job, Ryan received an email from a fast-growing startup looking for a complete brand overhaul. They had seen his work through referrals. The contract was larger than all his previous projects combined. Ryan paused before replying. Not because he was afraid. But because he realized something. A year ago, this opportunity would have terrified him. He would have doubted himself out of it. Now, he felt ready. He delivered beyond expectations. The startup's rebrand was a success, and his portfolio transformed overnight. Bigger clients followed. More consistent income. Greater impact. Ryan eventually hired 2 junior designers. Mitchell Creative Studio was no longer a notebook dream. It was real. Looking back. One evening, Ryan drove past his old corporate building. The lights inside glowed the same cold white. Employees moved from desk to desk, just as he once had. He didn't feel superior. He felt grateful. Grateful for the layoff. Grateful for the fear. Grateful for the crack. Because sometimes, what feels like a collapse is actually construction. If his comfort zone had never shattered, he might still be sitting at that gray desk, wondering what life could have been. Instead, he built something uncertain, but his. The lesson. Ryan Mitchell's story isn't about quitting jobs recklessly. It isn't about overnight success. It's about this: comfort can protect you, but it can also limit you. When life forces a crack in your routine, your security, your plans, it may not be punishment. It may be permission. Permission to grow. Permission to risk. Permission to become who you were always meant to be. Ryan learned that fear doesn't disappear before you leap. It walks with you. But so does courage. And courage grows louder every time you refuse to shrink. The new definition of stability. Today, Ryan still faces uncertainty. Business has highs and lows. Markets shift. Clients change, but he no longer chases comfort. He builds capacity. He no longer asks, "Is this safe?" He asks, "Will this help me grow?" Because the day his comfort zone cracked was the day he stopped living cautiously, and started living intentionally. And if there's one truth his journey proves, it's this: your comfort zone may feel like home, but your potential lives outside its walls. When it cracks, don't panic. Step through it. That's where your real life begins.